So here we have a pedal that I haven't heard about before. I just found it on, I believe, either like AliExpress or Temu or something. So I believe it must be like a Chinese-made pedal. It's called the Leeky Diamond Plus. So I'm gonna call it the Diamond Distortion because it is a distortion pedal. It looks like this. I think it looks really awesome. It's got this nice shiny enclosure, these nice knobs, and a fairly clean aesthetic. It is a dual pedal. It has an overdrive circuit and then a distortion circuit. You can run them in series. So the overdrive goes into the distortion. The overdrive seems to have a little bit more of a tonal option because it has an extra switch here that makes it go from not hot to hot. But both of them share the same kind of knob setup. The volume, the distortion, and the tone. Except that the overdrive has drive and the distortion has distortion. It's, I would say, very well built. Jacks are on the top, that's pretty nice. I don't really know anything about this pedal other than it intrigued me when I saw it. I think it was like fairly affordable as well, so I just wanted to check it out. With all that said, let's just go and check out what the Diamond Distortion sounds like. Alright, so this is becoming my favorite amp to use, at least to check out pedals. It is the Mesa Boogie Lonestar. It's fairly clean. These pickups are a bit on the hotter side, so it will drive the amplifier just a little bit and the pedal as well. So what I want to start with is the overdrive side, which I have no idea what kind of like circuit it is. I don't know if it's like a copy of something. It must be at least inspired by some overdrive. So let's go for, you know, just a fairly cleanish tone. Decent overdrive, I think. Let's go for less gain and see what that sounds like. Then we'll dial it up, go through the tone, check out the difference between the hot switch being turned on and off. Okay, so far, what I think about the overdrive side is that it has a lot of gain, and when you turn up the drive, there seems to be buildup of like low end that doesn't really get cut off when you turn up the tone knob. I don't know, it works really well as a booster. So when I turn up the volume, just like, you know, a little bit like that, a little bit less gain, a bit more drive, I think it sounds really good as a mild overdrive to boost an amplifier like this. Very cool. So I want to check out the distortion side, which has less controls. It's just volume, distortion and tone, and we'll place everything at noon and just see what that does. Okay, this distortion sounds really nice. It's like really full, plenty of mid-range, but not too much. So yeah, I like it a lot. Now what we need to test out is how do they stack together, because these are basically two distortion circuits in one box. So I assume if we take maybe the distortion down a little bit to have, you know, some distortion, but not too much. And then we add the overdrive with maybe like less drive, more brightness, and then like boost it into the distortion, we might have something cool here. So let's go for the distortion first and then add the overdrive into it. So here's the clean tone again. I'm having way too much fun with this pedal. It seems like the name for the pedal is very fitting for what it does. It's like diamond, it's very polished, it's very, you know, it looks nice, it has this, you know, I don't know, there's something about it. The pedal feels really well built, and when you look at it, it looks like it's, you know, expensive and really good and high quality. I assume it is, but at least the tones that come out of it are really, really nice. And the different overdrive and distortion, they're very different. You won't get the same tone out of each of them. They stack together nicely. You can use them separately. You can use them together. So you could have like overdrive as a, you know, like a light boost. You can have the distortion as like a fairly decent rhythm tone. Add the overdrive and you've got a lead. So it's a very versatile and very cool pedal. So with that said, if you like the video, please comment, share, like, subscribe and all that stuff. And I'll see you in another video.